I'm very excited to bring back a guest we've missed for quite a while. But it is that time again. High school football season kicks off tomorrow night. Our game of the week is a big matchup. We've got Center Grove at Warren Central. Greg Rakeshaw from ISC Sports Networks is joining us this morning. So, again, two big teams here. Got a lot to prove to start the season.
This is like the annual statewide kickoff game. This game got moved from week 9 to week 1 about 8 or 9 years ago. And the idea was they were playing the last game of the regular season and then heading into the playoffs. They're like, why are we beating each other up the last week before the postseason? So they decided to move this game to week number 1. So this is the game that garners so much statewide attention. It's a Center Grove team that, frankly, was one of the top 10 or 15 teams in the nation last year. That's how good they were, and one of the best in the history of the state of Indiana. They return a lot of key pieces. They graduate a few key pieces. I think Center Grove is the best team in the state this year, but I think the gap between them and everybody else a little closer than maybe it was a year ago. And it's a Warren Central team, Kylie, that returns as much as anybody in the state, especially quarterback Prince Powell, but almost all of his skill position players around him. And when these two play in August, they almost expect they will see each other again in November. Should be a lot of fun tomorrow night. Yeah,
so what will the teams be in November? So Scott Sander on Wednesday, the morning after the AP rankings came out, Center Grove #1, Warren Central #6 said, ooh, that is not going to make Warren Central happy, and he predicts that they will be state champs because of that.
I will say this, I am an AP voter. I didn't vote Warren Central 6. I think they're much closer to probably 2 or 3. And again, a lot of what the rankings are the first week is based on what you did last year. And last year, Warren Central might have been the 6th best team in 6A. I think they are significantly better than that this year. And again, what often happens in week 1 of this game, it doesn't play out that way in week number 13, which is when they would see each other in terms of the regional round. So I think this may be as tough of a test in the MIC as Center Grove has all year. But again, I do think the Trojans are the better team heading in.
I mean, being the game so strong, I mean, they can learn from a lot of the weaknesses from each team and build on that and so improve their game to match up.
Absolutely.
Later, right?
And what happens so often in a week 1 game, the favorite is the team that has more experience coming back. In this case, both teams have a great deal of experience coming back. We mentioned Prince Powell for Warren Central, and again, key pieces that have graduated like Austin Booker defensively for Center Grove, Mr. Football Carson Steele on the flip side. But you return a major level quarterback in Taven Jackson. You return one of the best players, not just in the state, but in the country, in Caden Curry, who is thinking about going to schools like Alabama, Ohio State, Clemson, and the Indiana Hoosiers that are into that mix for Caden as well. Again, going to be a fantastic game.
Greg, always a pleasure. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
And hopefully the weather holds out. But remember, the big game is Friday night at 7. You can watch it on MyIndy TV 23. Don't forget to check out Wish TV for all of the high school football highlights and a lot more Friday night. We do have a live